Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be talking about BatWoman Season 3 villain or villains. So with BatWoman returning on October 13th of 2021, yes, this October, and with them probably revealing some details at DC Fandom, which will be also in October. So might be getting some details about the villain soon. I thought it'd be a good time to be talking about who might the villain or villains be of the season and my ideas of what they could be doing. So at the end of Season 2, we see that the trophies Batman collected of the villains he sent to Arkham were lost, basically the same way how Kate lost her mother. Yeah, that kind of dark. They fell into a river, and we see a shot of these items floating past. I think we see the Riddler's umbrella, Mad Hatter's hat, and we see this a close-up and an extended shot of Poison Ivy's vine. Which, yes, in the comic, she does not have a vine. She can control all plants as long as it's around her. But I find this interesting because it's like one vine and it's going widely and like basically taking up the whole TV. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with the most possible choice for this option. First option, Poison Ivy will be the villain of Season 3. One, because they already mentioned to her in Season 2 as is, and then it was her vine deal that was growing, like, that they extended the shot on it. So I'm thinking what they're doing is we're gonna get the Poison Ivy as the big bad of the season, just like we had got Black Mask, but with the Penguin's umbrella and the Mad Hatter's hat. I feel like with all the other villain trophies that we have out there, we're gonna see new iterations of those villains, because a lot of those villains are not one-off villains like we get in the shows. They are for movie or season-long villains. Because they already kind of hinted that it's going to be a race to get these items, and they're not going to just let them loose for Ryan to get them off camera. So we're going to see people gain these items, coming up as the new villains, like the new Penguin, the new Mad Hatter, and we're still going to have the same with Poison Ivy. My second option is, this is kind of like one I wanted to see, is a Rogues season. So we're not going to have one big bad, two big bads. We're going to have a whole bunch of them. Poison Ivy, Mad Hatter, Penguin, teaming up with some other Batman villains, teaming up to take down Batwoman. And the reason why I say this is a least likely option, like one I want to see, is because yes, Batman has a lot of rogues, but they can only do so many at certain times, and eventually they will run out of villains if they keep on doing multiple team-ups. So I do think it's going to be a Poison Ivy season with new reincarnations of these villains. Because they're not going to do, oh, Poison Ivy's a big bad. Here's Penguin for an episode. Here's Scarecrow for an episode. Here's this person for an episode. It just makes no little sense to do that. So for those of you who don't know who Poison Ivy are, Poison Ivy, or Pamela Isley, is a eco-terrorist. She can control all plant life. She has these toxins on her lips that can kill people, mind control people, and she was, depending on like what iteration of the comics you're reading, her origins can be completely different from 10 years ago to 4 years ago to 90 years ago. So it's just hard to like find the one true origin of her, because I've seen people say she had an abusive family and that she worked for Bruce Wayne and that's how she got her origin. Or like I heard other things. So her Bronze Age, which is where she appeared, Dr. Pamela Isley, a promising biotechnician from Seattle, is seduced by Mark Legrand and to assisting him with the theft of an Egyptian artifact containing ancient herbs. Fearing she would implicate him in the theft, he attempts to poison her with the herb, which is very deadly and untraceable. She survives this murder and attempt and discovers she has acquired immunity to natural toxin and disease. So that's her Bronze Age story. Sorry for mispronouncing words. Here is her post-crisis origin. Pamela Isley grows up with a wealthy, emotionally distant parent. She later studies advanced biotechnical biochemistry at a university with Alec Holland under Dr. Jason Woodrow. Isley is a timid, shy girl and is easily seduced by her parents, Woodrow injects Isley with the poisons and toxins as an experiment, causing her transformation. She nearly dies twice as a result from these poisons driving her insane. Later, Woodrow flees from the authorities, leaving Isley in the hospital for 6 months. Enraged at the betrayal, she suffers from a violent mood swings, being sweet one moment and evil the next. Her boyfriend was in a car accident after mysterious suffering from a massive flange overgrowth. Isley dropped out of school, leaves Seattle, and eventually settles in Gotham. She begins her crime career by threatening to release a suffocating spores into the air unless she meets her demands. Batman, who appears in Gotham at Batman, who appears in Gotham the very same year, thwarts her schemes, and she incarcerated in Arkham City. From that point on, she is kind of obedient with. She's upset. She has a kind of obsession with Batman, and the only person she could not control. Over the years, she developed a plant-based like superpowers. The most notable being lethal toxin in her lips, and she was able to literally kill with a kiss. So I've seen other ones about her working for Bruce Wayne, and she's trying to use it to bring down the marketing budget to zero, but I can't find that anywhere. So yeah, that's the origin of Pamela Isley, Poison Ivy. So I really think it's kind of obvious that she's gonna be the big bad. I just wanted to get this video out to talk about it and my ideas for what the season. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and that's all.